There are warnings that the mental health of teenage girls is at breaking point. It's after a study found that girls are now a third more likely to suffer with poor mental health than boys of the same age.
The pandemic is said to have amplified the issue with social media, leading to a rise in unhealthy perfectionism and extreme self-control. Amani Khan has this next report.
Not all days have been as bright as this. In high school, Kia struggled with her mental health.
I really didn't like myself, and that's quite a sad thing to feel. It was just, a general feeling of sadness. If you looked at me from the outside, nobody would have known. I came off as quite a confident young woman. You know, I was in and out of relationships. People would have thought that I was having a great time, but really no, inside I was just very sad.
And like Kia, there are many young girls struggling. A recent study, which analysed a survey of 15,000 secondary school pupils, found that the pandemic's had a devastating impact on, in particular, young women and girls.
The ability to self-regulate in young people has fallen dramatically compared to pre-pandemic levels. And even more stark is that there's quite a difference in the trends between girls and boys. Girls are showing a 33% reduction in the ability to self-regulate, and boys are showing about 12 to 15%.
One therapist from Saltash says the results are not surprising.
There was a period of time where girls were just not socialising, very isolated, very dependent upon social media and other forms of media for their view of the world and their view of themselves. It's that kind of relentlessness of images that are inaccurate and people presenting themselves as perfect.
And that complex relationship with social media is something that these teenagers recognise in their own lives. The study highlights many are striving for unhealthy perfectionism.
Girls are driven into thinking that they need to be a certain way, but they don't have to be. But that worry and trying to become like them causes mental health issues, which can then further affect their entire life.
No one really posts about the bad things that happen to them, so girls who feel bad about themselves don't have much representation and much support.
There's lots of things included in social media like filters, and that makes you think that you have expectations to be beautiful and stuff.
Research revealed that by the age of 18, girls are twice as likely to experience mental health problems than boys. It also found that 80% of girls are staying silent about their struggles, compared with 60% before the pandemic. Kia, who now runs mental health workshops at schools, says there needs to be better systems in place.
Classes to support parents on how to talk to teenagers about their mental health, because I know a lot of parents struggle with that. Support for teachers, because teachers are often the first port of call when young people are struggling, and a lot of them don't know what to do. And then the same thing to support young people in their own self-care and care for their general mental health as well. If systems like that were set up in every school across the country, I think you would see much lower levels of young people struggling.
The government says they are supporting teachers by offering training to senior mental health leads in every state school and college by 2025. Amani Khan, ITV News.